Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be on this planet. This wild, wacky, and sometimes dangerous planet of ours. Stamp collecting is fun, as is spare definitives on paper multis, with this crossed out. So, Ian is to blame for today's video because I'm really into seeing what he has given me. Well, I say given, but he can come and take them back any old time. But I will be nabbing one or two stamps that fit in with my agenda. We've all got an agenda, and stamp collecting fun is mine. All stamps are worthy. And I want to know what's in here. So what does multis actually mean? Well, I've got the tongs, the prongs, the pliers, the pinchers to help and to do things professionally. Okay, so we see immediately a lot of paper going on, and we see definitives. Wow. Hampshire Council there. Some high values, 44, 31, £2, and another £2. So in total that would be a £4.74 package. So that's quite nice. And on the other hand, to quote George and Tammy, 5p's, two of them, so a 10p cost to that. And there's more here. Now what I would do, and what I probably will do, because I'm collecting definitives, I will retain the back. I'm not going to soak them. That's Southampton, that is. I'm not going to soak them off. I'm going to keep them, but I'm going to cut them. And there will be some that fall by the wayside. Obviously, there will be damage to some, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'll cut them, and therefore I can gum them on the back onto a sheet, and I think I'm going to have a bit of fun. Ooh, look at that. A 6 triplet, 19p. What else have we got? I'm going to have to use my fingers, aren't I? Nice, bang, tidy cancel there. That's I mean, that's going to have to be trimmed. We'll trim it, and that will go in my cancellation folder. That's a beauty, that is. And then we've got Shrewsbury in Salop or Shropshire. There's Shrewsbury there. Shropshire. Don't come after me, stamps. 50p and a 30p. Yeah, so I'll decide what I'm going to do with that. 247's my idea of heaven. That's 1894p worth of stamp. Yeah, 43's there. 3 and 8. 38. I love that colour, by the way. I think that deep blue is superb. Now this is interesting. So you've got the Defins there, penny, and also you've got the Christmas stamp, penny. Wow. More of that colour. So we seem to be getting possibly someone has been cutting these out. They've received something from somewhere, and they tend to be the same sort of era. All brown paper, 31s. What's this? 3/1. A 4p and a 2p. Those were the days when the postmistress or master had to add them up. Look at that. Surrey. Can't tell where in Surrey, so the stamp will be the thing which is kept. Talput on the Outram Road. I've never heard of the surname Talput, so that's quite interesting. 250p's, so £1 for that. 26p and a penny, making 27p. How's that a thing, even? Must have been to do with weight, so you weigh it and it's a penny over. Okay, 35p block 4. We've got some perfs here. Perfect. DLP. So those are immediately interesting. And a London cancellation. More of that. A 2 stamper, a 40 and a 35. So we're getting some high values. And then the first class, you know, they're high value, and the pennies, I don't know what's going on there. You know, we can do better than that. Okay, next we've got... Ooh, wow. So someone has got card and put the stamps on and had it sent through, not through the post, but had it cancelled as the first day of issue. Not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not against it myself. I think there's a place for it. It's finding the place. That's my problem. We're going to need a bigger house. Pound, 50. So is that £1.90 something? I don't know. Could be 90. No, I think that's pounds. I think they're all pounds. £3, £4 worth of stamps there. I love the black. I love the Queen's Head black. I love the black Machin. I'm sorry, but there's something arty. You know, it's statuesque. It zips out at you. There's a zing to it. That is beautiful, that is. 3.5p's. Look at that. Someone's... I wonder if there's 2 there, so let's... that's the thing, isn't it? Separating's the thing. Derby. Yes, what's the other one? Don't know. But the coincidence of them both being the same values stuck together, and one's Derby and one's somewhere else. This looks like Dorset. I'm not after the cancels per se, I'm after the stamps. A big old block of 28s. There's more. 7p. Edinburgh. 19p. These are very exciting because we're still in the age of cancellation placings. Gloucestershire, my dear. The best cheese comes from Gloucester. Double Gloucester. And so we've been tearing down there. 6p. I don't think I've got a 6p. I don't remember seeing a 6. I may have. But after this, I'll be cutting and trimming. 39. The silver one. Now, I was hoping maybe there would have been a couple of King Charleses in here, but I think they're all sort of later Machins because of the high values. You know, I'm not necessarily saying that these are... Well, we know the date here, 2003. Exeter, a central hub there in Exeter and Devon and Cornwall and what area. Yeah, so we sort of know by that time that stamps were becoming more and more... That blue's lovely. They were becoming more and more expensive. So much so that they try and hide it by saying first class and second class, so you don't really appreciate what you're paying. Now this is interesting. Two nice colours there. Shropshire again. Nice mauve and a nice sort of light pink, or I don't know. Purple and mauve, how about that? 31 and 37. There's a 38 and a 31. And a 36. And a 36. These Machins can get quite complex. Look at those 39s. You know, suddenly you've got all the colours, blues, you get mixed up, and I don't know. Here's one, NSPCC 1984. And immediately you see the difference in the price, 39p there, 3.5p there. You know, 1999, which is like 1998, 1996, is it? 1998. So 14 years it's gone up 10%, 100%, not even 100%, 300, 1,000%. I don't know what it is. It's gone up. It's gone up by a lot of percent. 1p. You know, they're going to laugh if you put a penny stamp on anything now. It's not even going next door. In fact, I'll tell you when the post office started to mess it up. I was saying to Ian in the car, if I wanted to post a Christmas card to next door, I'd walk in the street, put it in the post box, postman would come, take it all the way to put it in the van, drive to Chester, put it through their machine, bring it back to Denby, and 2 days later it would be posted next door. Whereas before it would simply go to Denby, get cancelled, get worked on, and you know, there was a division: local, national, international. I think the whole kit and caboodle now goes to Chester for sorting, and it'd be the machines, the rise of the machines, that is doing all that. That is doing all that. Though we also suggested that who is sending cards anymore? Who is writing letters anymore? Who is using stamps anymore? It is mostly labels. So I don't know. I think the scales and balances and I don't know. I'll have one more quick pull. Time is moving on quickly as I've been gibbering and jabbering. 1, Simmons Brothers. 2, Spikes Rawlings. So that would be in Streatham. That's a lovely cancel, that is. Devon cancel, a date but not a place in Devon. Exmouth maybe. A bit blurry. Yeah, the grey is a bit bland for me. I'm not really keen on green either. Gold I'm alright with, but it's not my favourite, and nor is this sort of very light turquoisey green. Not my favourite colours. We're going to... I just want to... Once you pop, you can't stop, can you? 19p's. Yeah, it's getting a bit messy now. Actually, could be a nice cancel. Wolverhampton, I'd say. Yeah, and I even think it's got... I think that's the postcode. You can't see it's quite clear enough. It's a bit smudged, but WV1, for example, that would be Wolverhampton 1 something something. So 1991, they were actually putting the... They were putting the postcode on the stamp, on the cancel. Wow. I mean, how fantastic would that be? You know, as a collectible. What's this here? Yeah, here we have it again. PE4, 5PE, Peterborough. Yeah, PE, Peterborough. Wow. And that's 2002. I've got another 30 seconds, so we'll finish with these. Medway and something. I should know, but I don't. It's 31p pair and a 43. So I hope you've enjoyed this look through spare definitives, multis on papers. They're all Machins. There's something about Machins. There's a never-ending source of enjoyment to have with Machins. So I hope you get your Machins out, and look at that. There's so much to see, so much to do, so much fun to enjoy. You have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you as and when. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks to everyone who supports this channel. Bye for now.